Hey guys, guess what? It's Monday, and that means I'm talking about the top 3 best comics from last week's New Comic Book Day, right after this. What's up, comic book fans? My name is Bruce Moreau.
And I am Stephanie.
Alright guys, before we jump into my normal crazy antics, reviewing my top 3 favorite books from last week, I just want to take a minute and talk about Edwin the comic Jabroni. I'm sure most of you know who are watching this video that he passed away this past week, and it really hit the community on Saturday. That's when Stephanie and I found out, and ever since then we've been searching for words to put together. It took us a while even to post about him on our social medias because we just didn't know what to say. We still don't know what to say. It's such a huge loss to this community. We understand the loss that it is to his wife. We are a couple. We have 3 kids that we take care of on a daily basis, and the shock it must have been for his wife to find that out and to be alone with her kids now. It's hit us to the core, and it's hard to talk about. So if you guys have not found out, and this is the first time you guys are hearing about it, there is a GoFundMe page down below that you can donate money to his wife, and I'm sure she's going to need it. Anything you can donate. If you can't, just well wishes is, I'm sure, more than enough for her. But if you do have a little bit extra money, I'm sure she would much appreciate it in this big time of need in her life. Edwin, you were loved by so many people. You will be missed by a world more for everything you've done in the comic book community, in the army, and everywhere else. So, yeah, thank you for everything you did. I will do my best to take what you taught me from watching your videos and put that into our videos moving forward. And yeah, you are going to be missed, man. Truly, truly missed. Thank you, and let's jump into my crazy reviews. Alright, comic book fans, it's time! That's right, we're talking about my top 3 favorite comics from last week's New Comic Book Day, which was August 12th, 2020. And guys, there was a lot of good comics. This is 2 weeks in a row that we had great comics. But my top 3 are not from the big 2. Nope, no Marvel, no DC, only indie books this week. So if you guys are not subscribed to the channel, make sure you guys get yourself subscribed because you're gonna love the content coming out on this channel moving forward. Hit that bell notification so that way you guys are notified when we upload new content to the channel, and also we go live every single Friday on at 10 p.m. Eastern on Comics and Beer. It's a 1-hour live stream where we talk about comic book news. That's comic book stuff from comic book movies, TV shows, and comic books themselves. We drink some beers, we try to review them. Beers usually get in the way. And yeah, we do trivia, and your trivia will get your entries into our end of the month giveaway. And it's always a nice big package of comic books and other things. And guys, that is going to do it. Make sure, if you guys are enjoying this content, smash that like button. If you're not, give me a big thumbs down. And let me know, though. Let me know what you would like us to change to make sure we get those thumbs up. All right, guys, let's jump into the reviews. All right, guys, the first book up was so good. Chuck at Cosmic Comics and Games was like, Bruce, you really should try this book out. And I was like, all right, you know what? I'll give it a shot. And that is Big Girls #1. This is written and drawn by Jason Howard. All right, what did I like about this book and why is it on my top 3? Well, #1, I really enjoyed the art. The art in this book was excellent. It really was gorgeous from front to back. I love Jason Howard's art style. It really is gorgeous. I love the action scenes. I love his perspective in each panel, because they're dealing with giant monsters and women that are as tall as the monsters, and the buildings are teeny tiny. It was really, really well done. And yeah, the characters just looked great front to back, and it was done excellently. And the second thing I really enjoy about this story is the storytelling itself in this issue. This is a #1, and then in this #1, he introduced us to the key players of this book, and we get a solid sense of who they are and where they fit within this world. This is a post-apocalyptic world where there is this one little city. It's called the Preserve, and they're trying to keep life as normal as possible there. And we get a general guy, and we introduced to one of the big girls, and we get this sense from her where she likes what she's doing, but she doesn't 100% agree with how they are going about it. She senses something wrong, and that was really cool. And then we meet the bad guy or bad girl at the end, and what's going on there. It's just great storytelling by Jason Howard, and I absolutely love it. I definitely think you guys should be picking this book up. It's a #1. Go out and get it, and let's ride this book out for the 6 issues. Maybe it's gonna be ongoing. I don't know. I'll put down on the screen down here if it's only a mini, a maxi, or if it's an ongoing. Because this book was really good. The art and the story were excellent. Let's jump on, and let's also move on to the next book. All right, guys, the next book up is from the great Tom Taylor, and that is 7 Secrets, #1, and this is drawn by Danielle Di Nucolo. My guess is I totally butchered that, but guys, wow, this book is awesome. So let's first talk about the art. The art is okay. Danielle's art has a very anime type style. It looks like it's kind of like a manga slash American art style. It was cool. I didn't absolutely love it. It's not Jorge Jimenez, but for this book, it was really awesome. The action scenes were done great. The characters were drawn consistently throughout the whole entire book. The panel layout was great. So overall, the art was good. It was a solid start for this book. And the story, though, holy guacamole. I am locked in right from the get-go. Tom Taylor does an amazing job of just hooking you in. It's like, whoosh, and he had me right from page #1. I was like, oh my God. And by the end, that hook is so deep in, it's never coming out. But why? I can't just say that. I need to give you guys reasons. Well, the characters in this book are so compelling. Spoiler, let's do a little bit of a spoiler. These two, parents. They have a kid. Parent. Stephanie, parent. We got kids hooked in. When they have to sacrifice something, and it hooked me so good. The 7 Secrets, very interesting. I like it. I like the little mystery about the villain. I think the villain knows or used to be part of the organization that protects the 7 Secrets. Everything is done so well. Every single character has this intriguing little bit. You're like, oh man, that's so cool. You think it's one thing, and then they're just a little bit more interesting. So good. 7 Secrets, you have to pick this book up. Find it. I think it's still in Midtown. I was able to get 2 variant covers, a mystery polybag variant. I'm very excited to open on the channel a little bit later. Yeah, but definitely pick this book up. Tom Taylor, I'm going to say it again, is printing gold, man. Everything he's writing currently right now, Suicide Squad, Deceased, and 7 Secrets is absolute gold. It's so good. Pick this book up. You guys will not regret it. Art is good. Story is freaking amazing. All right, let's move on to the last book, because I could talk a lot more about this, but I'm sure it's just rambling garbly-guck at this point, so let's move on. All right, guys, let's talk about the final book, was this book. This book, guys. This book, if you guys are not reading it by now, when you watch this channel, you guys are behind. You guys are not going to be able to find every single floppy copy at a cheap price, because this book is so hot right now. It is so hard to get the single issues, and that is Something is Killing the Children, #9. This is written by James Tynan IV and art by Werthel Daldera. This book is pure fire. Everything from the art to the story is freaking amazing. The art in this book, it definitely has a stylized look to it. You might not love it, you might not care for it, but Stephanie and I freaking love it. It's gorgeous. It's amazing. The sense of dread in the characters during the scary scenes, because this is definitely a horror book through and through, a monster horror book. And the emotion that he puts in all the characters, the depth, the scenery, everything is perfect. It's so good. And the story, though, the story is, every single issue is mind-blowingly better than the previous issue. In this issue, we finally get the backstory to Erica Slaughter. Erica Slaughter is the main monster hunter that we're following through these first 9 issues. And it's exactly, you kind of foresaw what it was, and they just reinforce it, and it's so great. And the scenes with the supporting characters in this book are done at such a wonderful level. It's just perfect. This world is amazing. These characters are engaging and thrilling, and it's just done so well. If you guys are not reading this book, you have to pick it up. pick up the first trade, pick up the most recent floppies, and get caught up, because this book is fire. It's going to be worth something, because this is definitely going to be optioned somewhere. You definitely want to be on board for this. I promise. You don't want to miss it. And you don't want to miss next end of the month giveaway. Alright guys, those are my top 3 favorite books for last week's New Comic Day, which was August 12th, 2020. Guys, what did you think? What did you think about those 3 indies? There's no way that none of you picked up at least one of those books. Let me know down in the comments below. Did you guys enjoy them as much as I did? Do you guys think they were pure fire like I did? They were so good. Thank you to all the indie writers out there. You guys are putting out such good work lately, and Stephanie and I are just having a ball reading it. And yeah, if you guys disagreed, if you think these books were absolute garbage and we should be reading something else, let us know down in the comments below, and let us know what we should be reading, because I think these books were so good. Those 2 new #1s, Big Girls and 7 Secrets, so good. I'm so happy. But guys, that's going to wrap it up for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And again, a reminder, if you guys made it this far, there is the link to the GoFundMe page for Edwin, the comic Jabroni, to help support his family through this terrible time for them. But yeah, that's going to do it for me. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Tomorrow, I'll be back for my worst of the week, and also maybe an unboxing video. We'll see. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much. Peace.